Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Joel, and this is A Stable Life. Welcome back to an absolutely gorgeous day here at our stable. The day is supposed to be up into the 70s. All the horses are not blanketed, and the mud is at a minimal. You can't ask for better weather this spring. As you guys can see, the grass is growing, the sun is out, and the horses are looking beautiful. Oh my goodness. Guys, I think I have spring fever this morning. You want to see the donkeys? Hey, Buster. Hey, Rocky. Good morning, you two. Huh? How are you two doing this morning, huh? Oh man, guys, today is gonna be a beautiful day. We're gonna see what we are able to get accomplished. But before we can get to any of that, we need to get these horses fed. And it's manure day, which means our beautifully clean wagon is not gonna be clean for much longer. I can already hear the donkeys are yelling for me, which means I'm already taking too long. Neat little fact for you guys, but Buster is louder than Rocky. But Rocky definitely does do some good brays. He's just shy of the camera and it's hard to get it on film. 24 to go. With hay all taken care of and all of the muck buckets out of the stalls and into the aisleways, we are just about ready to let in the horses. But we noticed one quick issue. Looks like one of the lights in Doc's stall went out, so we need to replace this. Found an old one in there, or at least one that was previously used. Let's see if it works. Hey, awesome. Now we can let in the horses. Oh my word, it is gorgeous out today, guys. I can't get over how nice it is. You guys ready for some food, huh? All right. Okay, here we go. There you go, boys. Don't worry, Poncho, you're next. I can't get over how beautiful it is. So nice. There you go, Poncho. All right. Put some grain in for Tucker. Whoa. Poncho left it spotless. Not to mention, it's so nice, we better open up these windows. How else are we gonna get some beautiful shots of Tucker with his head out the window, am I right? Okay, let's let in these beauties. Hey, Roni. Hey, George. Hey, William. Jack. Champ. Rebel. And Casino. As you can see, they got a little bit of mud on them, but for the most part, they're looking beautiful. Man, oh man. Let's see how the big field looks. George! He went all the way into his stall this time. Oh my goodness. Right on in, fire. Good morning, Declan. Archer, Danny, Suede, Obi, Argento, Gavin. Hey, good morning, Tucker. Duke, Skywalker, Poncho, or not Poncho, Sriracha. Wait, that's Tucker. No, that's Weather. Yeah, Samson, and of course, Docs. I'm not gonna lie, guys, right there, Tucker and Weather looked almost identical. Good stuff, good stuff. And yes, as you guys can see, my tractor's still here. They are getting my new tractor set up and ready. So in the meantime, this tractor's just gonna be chilling here in safety. I am not using it to do any work just because I don't want anything to potentially happen to it. Because stuff happens and really you can never be too careful. There is a few things I need to do to it before we send it out. I need to take the rear weights off because those will be going on the new tractor. And I need to fasten these digging teeth onto the bucket just so that everything is good to go. But we'll be doing that another day, not today. So I'm gonna be helping Gavin work on manure in the meantime because we need the skid steer to get hay, which is currently being used.
Hey, did you hit that like button and subscribe yet? Good throw.
Manure day is a super fun activity every Tuesday. Since I'm not gonna be doing hay right now, it's gonna be nice. I'll be able to help Gavin get that job done. Not to mention, today is one of those rare days where the weather is warm, things are beautiful and dry. But it was wet, which means we don't have to worry about moistening any hooves. No bugs are awake yet, and we don't have to worry about copper toxing anything from mud. Which means as far as the horses are concerned, it's a turn in, turn out kind of thing. These days are rare. Usually you only get 1 or 2 in the spring and 1 or 2 in the fall. And then between that, usually you have blankets to change or fly spray to put on. And of course, copper tox. Am I right, Tucker? All right. Excuse me, Tucker. You need to let me in, Tucker. Just in case any of you ever wondered what it looks like when they're licking a salt lick. Looks like Tucker found the camera. All right. Whoa, donkey stall's clean. Hey, Gavin, donkey stall's clean. Good boys, good boys. All right, so while we're in here, let's check out the water troughs just to see if they need any water. Well, looks like Buster dropped one of his jolly balls in here. Not in the water, Buster. As you guys can see, this is actually working really nice. I'm gonna need to get a better look at that water trough. Well, look who we have visiting us today. Callie, you wanna say hi? Hi. Hi. Hey, Megan.
Hello.
And what do we owe the pleasure of Miss Callie coming down to the stable today?
We just had to come and say hi to the horses.
Callie, you like the horses?
She says this way. All right.
All right, well, you guys have fun. I understand Callie's got to go play with some dinosaurs.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, from Gavin and I, he's too far away for us to kind of yell to each other. So through our own language, we communicated that water trough needs water. So once he's through here, we've got him hooked up to the next one and loaded. We're gonna go turn the water on so that way we can get water flowing down to that trough. All right, Gavin's done in there, which means we can let Tucker out. Just gotta close this gate. There we go, now Tucker's good to go all around where he needs to. We're gonna help Gavin load up the wagon with manure and then fill up some water troughs. It's a big one. Okay, 18 muck buckets later. Man, those wagon extensions are so nice. Okay, next up is water. Gotta fill up all 3 troughs. With it being in the 70s today, I have a feeling the horses are gonna be shedding their winter blankets and gonna be quite thirsty.
Check your text messages.
I think I heard water going.
How is your day going today?
Oh, my day's going pretty good. Pretty nice out here.
Are you liking the warm weather?
Oh, the warm weather's pretty nice. Hold on. Let me film this.
You wanna film this?
Yeah.
There we go.
What's going on here?
I don't know.
Found this guy. He's walking around with a camera.
Same as you? Same as you?
Unbelievable. Get out of town.
All I can tell you, I'm filling up water troughs. What are you working on?
We have a forklift tire that needs to be repaired. We're spreading nitrogen. We just got done feeding animals. And we were over in the greenhouse because we are transplanting bell peppers, mixed bell peppers. So we've been doing all that this morning.
Sounds like everyone's got a job today.
Oh, we're busy.
And just like that, all the horses are out. Duke's over here seeing what he can get out of Tucker's side. And we're gonna head on down because the water trough that's in the left run is just about full. We need to switch the valve over. Just in case any of you are wondering, this thing has been working fantastic. Looks like that trough's just about full. There we go. The rest of that water will finish unloading through that, and this will fill up here. By the time I get back up to the hydrant where the water's running out of, this will be full, and all 3 troughs will be full and good to go for the day. See you later, buddy. Man, that guy's just so awesome. All right, so we just got word they're spreading nitrogen right now on their fields, so we are good to use the skid steer to take hay out. So we're gonna grab 2 bottles of water, and then we're gonna head on down to the skid steer and take out some hay. Hey, how's it going in here? You drinking some apple, blueberry, beet, fruit and vegetable puree pouches? Good deal. And is that tapioca?
Yes, it is.
Or is that Dippin' Dots?
It's definitely not Dippin' Dots.
I was hoping we were selling Dippin' Dots. Man, that'd have been awesome. All right, let's head on over to the Veggie Boys. Hey, Gavin, how come we still have the wagon attached?
That's for later.
Are you gonna get this one?
Or that one. I have no idea. Rock, paper, scissors, let's go.
Well, as you guys saw, we definitely put that wagon to work today, but it worked out pretty good. We were able to get both bales taken out. With the skid steer, it's a bit challenging in here just because you're in an enclosed cab and you're not really able to look around and see all of the little angles. So it was definitely tight getting in through that doorway, and we had to finagle an angle going in to grab those bales. Not only did we get those 2 bales put out for the horses to eat, we didn't even put a scratch in the barn, which is what we're always aiming to do.
Mostly.
So it's just about lunchtime, meaning that we're just gonna get prepped and ready for getting some fence cleared out. While Gavin and I were up fixing fence in the most recent video, we noticed that there was some fence lines that definitely had a lot of brush growing over it and needed to be cleared out. So after lunch, we're gonna load up, head out. Gavin's gonna hold the brush in the wagon and take it over to be burned, and I'll be cutting.
Well said. Well said.
Here we go, that'll do. And this'll do. Alrighty guys, we just wrapped up with lunch. How was it, Gavin?
Exquisite.
What an apropos word choice, Gavin.
Indubitably.
So with that eloquent language, we are gonna be heading out and over yonder. So we have now reached the section of fence. We're gonna start right here with this tree and work our way up. This fence is all up going through here, but these branches and trees are growing up in the hedgerow and basically kind of pushing and pulling the fence in different places, and it definitely needs to be cleaned up. So we're gonna work on cleaning that up using hand tools for now because I don't have a tractor or grapple or anything. So Gavin is going to be trucking the wood back and forth to a little burn area where we will burn the wood. So everything's pretty much straightforward from here. And I'm doing little stuff just because today we don't have too much time, so we're just gonna kind of knock out a little bit of it, take it piece by piece so it's not too overwhelming.
How do I open this trash?
Gavin's heading out with the first load. Got a little pile for him here. We're working right here. As you can see, it took us a little bit just to get back into the main part of the bush. And we're clearing these trees up here, and then we're gonna work our way back down the fence line here. This is one of several fence lines that are completely overgrown. The only problem with this one is that it's more out in the open than the others. The others are mostly completely overgrown, and that overgrowth almost acts like a fence in itself. So we need to be careful about where we clean out right now and where we're not. Because even though this fence looks rough, this isn't planned on being replaced just yet. The reason we're ripping out all of this brush is because it's starting to knock the fence over. And with it being open, a knocked over fence could mean that we'd have horses out in the open, and we don't want that. So we're gonna be cutting all this brush out, pulling it all out, and then I'm gonna come through with the rotary chopper and mow right along the fence on both sides. That way it is kept clean and clear, and the fence will be able to last a little bit longer. The best way to do this would be to rip out the old fence line and then come through with a chainsaw and a brush hog and just mow through everything so it's all clean and put in an entire new fence. But obviously that's not what we're doing here. We're working on just keeping this fence up and running. I need to get back to cutting. That's not enough for him to make the next load, so. Okay, that's one problem gone. All of this little stuff's not gonna be too big of an issue. So the stuff that we're really just trying to grab are the bushes that, like this right here, are growing in the fence and then are wrapping themselves up the fence and kind of pulling the wire down. So we got to get these bushes out here and a little bit of those trees. And I'm also going to trim this back just because that's going to be an issue when I'm trying to rotary chop. But we're making good progress. Right, Gavin?
Yes, sir.
We're making pretty good progress. We were just down here at the bottom and there was a lot of really thick brush that prevents me from being able to drive underneath these trees with the rotary chopper. And now I'll be able to swing right through here and clean this all up with the rotary chopper without having to worry about branches hitting the tractor or me because it's an open cab. So we've got that cleaned up. We got to trim that up a little bit. And then we've got this to worry about here. That's gonna be fun. Gavin just left with a third load and just wanted to show you guys how things are looking. Got this all cleaned up here. The rest of this, the rotary chopper will take care of very nicely. We got into here and we did manage to get the heart of one of the picker bushes. We just have one more that's really far in there to get to, but the nice thing about all of this in here is that all of the biggest stuff is gone, which means I can really clean this up with the rotary chopper before we come back because we have run out of time. We're just gonna load up all this brush that we've pulled out here. Next time we come back, hopefully we'll be with the new tractor. Clean this up nice, real nice, because there's some other sections of fence that pretty much kind of look like this that we need to go through and inspect and patch any holes. It's been quite a windy spring, so I guarantee you there's probably a tree somewhere down on the line. So stay tuned, make sure you're subscribed to keep up to date because there's gonna be plenty more videos of us working on clearing some trees and all the other projects that we need to get done this year. On a side note, in case any of you are wondering why I used a Sawzall instead of a chainsaw, pretty much both would have been preferred because there was some bigger stuff that was a bit big for the Sawzall, but that thing's an animal. I mean, it just chews through everything and it does a really good job. And I'm cutting everything down right at the base, so which means I'm getting in dirt a little bit. And those Sawzall blades don't dull out, they just keep going. Whereas a chainsaw blade, second it touches dirt, it's almost useless to cut. So since I was doing that, I wanted the Sawzall. Not to mention I was working in some heavy brush and I wanted something that I could basically use when I need it and it's off when I don't. So I hope that answers any of your questions. Oh, it is so gorgeous out today, guys. And just in case you guys were wondering how we're loading this stuff, Gavin and I figured out a really good way of loading all this brush without getting our hands all mangled up.
The pitchfork.
Works pretty good since everything likes to clump together. All we need to do is just get a little bit of it.
And it handles itself.
It's a pretty smooth operation.
Joel, we need the shovel.
Okay, I'll get it. I think we got more room now.
Perfect.
There goes the last load. It's definitely not as clean as I wanted it to look. I think the rotary chopper will make it real clean. It's a lot better than it was. Close up this gate, pack things up, and head back on in because it's time to feed the horses for afternoon feeding. Well, Gavin, it's not perfect, but I think it's better than it was when we got here.
What are you talking about, Joel? It looks amazing.
Let's head on back.
go, boys. All the horses are turned out for the middle field, and we can see they're all getting a drink over here at the automatic water bowl. Hey, Casino. Hey, Roni. Hey, bud. You heading out? Bye, Roni. Guys, good news. All of the horses are fed. Gavin and I are putting the final touches before we head out for the evening. Some of the horses left a little present for us to take care of. And we try to have things clean so that when the clients get here after work, they show up to at least a halfway decent clean stall, depending on the mess that their special someone left for them. Gavin and I just finished up cleaning, so you guys know what this means.
Thank you to Sarah for the mud shield powder. When it's really, really wet, we'll put this in the hoof to keep the hoof dry and clean, so thank you.
Linda, thank you so very much for the Bannex. I agree, this is gonna be a big help in keeping our horses from having any scratches and rain rot. And I'm also super happy to hear that you enjoy the videos and the new shorts. So guys, thank you so very much for all that you've sent us. And on behalf of all of us here at Stable Life, thank you. Thank you so much for watching as well. If you haven't,
Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave down in the comments below, what's your favorite outdoor springtime activity? What's yours, Joel?
personally, being in Pennsylvania, since we're not really able to go outside much in the winter for recreation, second it starts getting warm, I love going out on the grill and grilling some burgers. Ooh. Best. I love it. Looking forward to hearing your answers. Thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.